good morning. Good morning, boys and girls. I have been in the presence of greatness and I am excited. I am super excited to be with you guys here today on Win This Day Wednesday. What did you guys think about the last couple of days? It's a little different. It's a little different, but we're kind of we're kind of changing it up a little bit because I don't want to just be all about motivation and inspiration, right? Some of you guys, you've been to enough of those seminars where you go and you get all this excitement, you get all this motivation, but then you don't know what to do with it. And so, because the law of diminishing intent starts to apply itself to your life, you forget all that motivation just wears off, and that's why Mr. Ziglar said, "Where did it go?" Mr. Ziglar said in his little book of big quotes that motivation doesn't last, right? Motivation is like bathing. It doesn't last. We got that's why we need it every day. I should be taking a bath every day. I know, I get it. Sometimes you're just tired, you just want to go to bed, wash your sheets. All right. So seriously, guys, let's go. Let's do this. Why is this coming up like that? Hang on. Let me fix this really fast. All right, perfect. Win This Day Wednesday. Are you ready? Are you ready? Live? All right, here we go. So Win This Day Wednesday is all about small impacts. And for those of you that are just joining, what we're doing is we just finished the Ziglar A Little Book of Big Quotes, and we had a Motivational Monday. We had a Transformation Tuesday, Win This Day Wednesday, and so forth. We took the best of, and we're bringing it to you. This is kind of the wrap-up to the wrap-up, if that is such a thing. But today, guys, we're going to be talking about small wins and big impact. So for those of you that are results oriented and just want to have, want to get it now, hang tight. We're going to do that. For those of you that are inspired and ready to go tackle the world, we've got that too. For those of you that want to be a little bit more reserved and want to make sure that you're doing the right thing, we got you. And for those of you that are just those thinkers and they want to have it all planned out, we've got you too, guys. We're going to literally give you the how-to, the step-by-step, how to go in and make this thing work. And so that you can have those big impacts. Because when you build momentum a lot of times with the small wins. It's those small victories that you get along the way that help you get to those bigger things. So winning the day isn't about giant leaps. It isn't. It's about stacking those small wins. My man, Billy Cox, I don't know if you can see that, the next level event that we're going to be going to December 6th and 7th. He talks about stacking those wins that lead to those big victories. And so we're going to go to the middle of the playground and look at how you watching live or on the recording, can make today count and build that unstoppable momentum as we close out 2024, so that when 2025 comes in, baby, you are ready to thrive. Thrive in 25. That's what we're calling it. So here's the thing. If the goal that you have for yourself, you can hit it, it's not big enough. It just isn't. I don't care who you are. The goal is not big enough if you can hit it by yourself. So you're going to have to focus on the teamwork and those relationships that you're going to have to cultivate, that you're going to have to nurture and grow to be able to hit that God-sized goal that needs to be so big that it's destined to fail without divine intervention. So that's the kind of goal that we're talking about here in the Fun Life community. And if it's not for you, keep scrolling. This isn't for everybody. This is for the guys and the girls that are willing to commit and show up every single day, because it's those small victories, stacking those small wins that lead to those big wins. And Mr. Ziglar said it perfectly. He said, as far as business and management is concerned, he said, when management and labor, the employee, employer, understand that they are on the same side, then each one will prosper even more. Henry Ford, you guys know that guy? pretty successful, right? He said, if everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. You guys have heard me talk about the rising tide, right? Analogy, right? Every boat in the harbor gets lifted up. You want scripture? I got you, baby. Ecclesiastes 4, verse 9 and 10, he goes, 2 are better than 1, because if they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls, baby, guess what? One is right there to help the other one get up. You're not going to sit there and hold them down. You're going to help them get up and tackle life and go after what it is that you're trying to accomplish. The message today is very simple. You ready? Take 5 minutes, just 5, and send a thank you letter. It starts with collaboration. You're going to want to thank those people that are going to help you, because building trust and understanding within your team or your relationships creates that synergy, right? That's the sixth habit of the 7 habits of highly effective people. That synergy that accelerates that progress. And so go back to those, taking those 5 minutes and simply send a thank you letter or a message to show appreciation to a colleague, a friend, or a team member. Bob Oding was one of the uh, speakers at our legacy certification uh, program this past year or earlier this year, and it's amazing. That man is amazing. And when he wrote that book, The Power of Who, it's amazing. If you'll just take a few minutes and just send your person, hey, I'm thinking about you. Hey, I appreciate your friendship. I love you, and send it. That will go a long way. Imagine if you did it to your colleagues and your coworkers and the people that support you. All right, that was step number one. Just take 5 minutes and send them thank you message, thank you letter. Number two, schedule a 10-minute check-in with someone to strengthen your connection or ensure alignment. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. We're still less than 30 minutes in to helping you stack those small wins. And that's why we've slowed down. I know I'm usually up here hooping and hollering and screaming and whatever, but today it's all about the practical, pragmatic, simple baby steps to help you. That's why I'm slowing it down a little bit. For those of you that are watching this on the replay, make sure to hit pause and answer these questions and do these things before you go on to the next one. So schedule that 10-minute check-in with someone that maybe it's accountability partner, maybe it's a partner in your employer where you work, maybe it's a manager. Make sure that your connection is tight. Number three, just list 3 ways that you can make your interactions more positive and supportive today. How can you do that? Maybe it's having a coffee meeting. Maybe it's going to lunch. Who doesn't like to break not bread? Who likes to break tacos? So what is it that you can do? Just 3 ways. Finally, you have to get creative in this. Sometimes you have to make time. I get it. I understand. A lot of times people say, hey, I didn't have time. I heard a person the other day say it. No, you need to reframe that and say it just wasn't a priority. When you say it like that, guys, it kind of stings a little bit, doesn't it? Ouch. So again, this is the question, who can you partner with today to make progress and build momentum together? Who is that for you? If you don't have somebody, hey, reach out. I'm not sure where the gray is. I was supposed to be blue because I'm trying to brand. I'm trying to do this whole thing. But anyway, so we're going to have to embrace some equality and have open communication. I kid you not. This is the one that I struggle with the most. And even my wife will tell you, my communication skills I think it. And because I think it, I feel like everybody else thinks it. You have to verbalize it sometimes. Mr. Ziglar said it like this. He goes, when we clearly understand that there is no superior sex or superior race, we will have opened the door of communication and laid the foundation for building winning relationships with all people in this global world of ours. Guys, it's not just us 4 and no more kind of thing. Zoom has completely, right? These virtual meetings have completely opened the world, and you are literally, it's no longer that those 6 points of connections. You're right next door. You're 1 click away from being in contact with the person you want to talk to. It is. Benjamin E. May said it like this: honest communication is built on truth and integrity and upon respect for one another. I just bought a book yesterday from Stephen Covey called The Speed of Trust. I can't wait to get into it because there is so much built on that honest integrity, that character. And so people want to do business with people they know, like, and I heard someone say it, trust. And so what do you need to work on today? Galatians 3:28, there is neither Jew nor Gentile, neither slave nor free, nor is there male or female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Guys, I don't care who you are, whether you're here, North America, South America, whether you're across the pond, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in Africa. If you cut yourself, that liquid that comes out is only going to be one color. You feel me? All right. What am I trying to say? All I'm trying to say is this is the message I want you to get. Winning the day means treating everyone with respect and creating a culture of understanding By valuing diverse perspectives, you're going to be able to unlock solutions you've never even imagined, right? It's that fifth habit of 7 habits of highly effective people. It's seek first to understand, then to be understood. My wife and I were talking about this yesterday. We had to take her to an appointment about 45 minutes from us here, and we were talking about a relationship she was having with one of the clients, one of the people that she partners with, and they disagreed on a certain thing, but they were able to disagree without being disagreeable. There's such a thing. Can you believe that? Oh, just because you didn't vote for Trump, or you didn't vote for this guy, or you didn't vote for that guy. Guys, we're in this together. And truth be told, I don't care who's in the White House. My focus is who's on the throne, baby. Who's my Lord and Savior. You better get that stuff right, because when it all when the stuff hits the fan, you're going to want to make sure that you have a straight line connection to where you're going to end up spending eternity. That's all I'm saying, guys. All right. All right. Let's put that aside. Next. Okay. So here's the baby steps. Here's the pragmatic baby steps to help you do this, right? Ready? Listen actively listen actively in a conversation today without interrupting. I know it's hard to get it right because they say something. Oh, shut up. This little hole in the front of our face, shut it. Listen actively, right? Engage your listening skills in the conversation without interrupting or formulating a response. Seriously, listen. And if you want to practice this, the next step is going to be this. Practice empathy by putting yourself in someone else's shoes during a challenging interaction. I mean, I've never lost a parent. It's been a while. Thank the Lord, I haven't lost anybody close to me. So when you tell somebody who's grieving of loss, hey, I understand. Do you? I mean, have you lost a mom or dad? I mean, you've got to be able to be empathetic about it. And don't just say it because it feels like the right. Be genuine. Be authentic. Tell them, hey, listen, I've never lost a parent. I can't imagine what you're going through, but just know I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And number 3, this is the third one, start a conversation with someone new to learn about their unique perspectives. That's why I tell people in what I do for a real estate coach, I don't have to have a real estate license to be a real estate coach. I can give you an outsider's perspective on something that can maybe the other real estate coach would not have thought of. And that's what has been so successful in our coaching and in our practicing, because that's exactly what happens. So here's the thing. You ready? How can you create stronger connections by valuing diversity and open communication today? I mean, how? How could you do that? You've got to be able to do it. And so all of a sudden, what's going to happen is this. You're going to be able to keep climbing and keep avoiding the coast that happens sometimes. Mr. Ziglar always said that the only way to coast was downhill. Absolutely. Robert Collier said it this way: success is the sum of the small efforts repeated day in and day out. Day in and day out. It's the small things. Mr. Ziglar said it perfectly. Hurricanes and tornadoes get all the publicity, right, when they come in and do all that damage. But did you know that termites do more damage? And they take such itty bitty bites. That's what consistent persistency does in your life every single day. Whatever goal it is, right? That big shot is just a little shot that just kept on shooting. So what are you doing? Again, I'm trying to keep it reserved. One, because my voice and everything is a little crazy right now, but because I want you to understand the gravity of how important this is. And that's why we talk about how we're putting fun back in the fundamentals. Everybody likes that flea flicker. Everybody likes that bomb down there. They like that play that goes for 40, 50 yards. But it's the basics of blocking and tackling that allows that play to develop, that allows that play to happen. Because if you don't do the basics, and I'm talking about doing the basics brilliantly, right? The professional does it the amateur does it until he gets it right. The professional does it until he can't get it wrong. And that's where the day in and day out principles come into play. All right. Absolutely, John Bentley. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Mr. Covey. Absolutely. Yeah. He will change the way you think. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've got tons of his books. Yeah. Absolutely, guys. I mean, let me see what I got. I've got the 7 habits of highly effective families, everyday greatness. I've got the act living the 7 habits. I've got first things first. I've got the 8th habit. So that's kind of what we did with the Fun Life community is we took the 8 key areas that are in the book Choose to Win, which are the 7. I added an 8th. Then I took the 8 habits of highly effective people, and then I took the 8 key primary motivating factors. So if you see the logo of the Fun Life community, it's an octopus because it's those 8s that intertwine, and so eight cubed, I guess it would be. And so that's what we're doing on here, guys. That's why these principles are so applicable because they've been tested. They've withstood the test of time. And so winning the day requires that consistent effort, even when progress feels slow. Remember that persistence pays off. And that's why I tell people the greatest motivational book on the planet is The Tortoise and the Hare. We are that tortoise. We are that tortoise that we're going to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Direction is so much more important than speed because I'm not worried about perfectionism. I'm more concerned and focused on progress. And so coasting isn't an option. Here in the Fun Life community, it's not about coasting. It's about doing something every single day. Actually, we just finished up putting together the social media live workshop, and we're going to be presenting it Thursday night to a group of coaches nationwide. And that wouldn't have happened had I not come on here every single day. People notice, people watch, people see the engagement. I've gotten clients, I've gotten business, I've referred business out. Not everybody's my client. I understand that. When you have the mindset of abundance, all of a sudden there's enough clients for every coach out there. There's enough clients for every real estate agent out there. I'm telling you, woo! If you haven't read The Power of Who by Bob Beaudine, you'll understand you have more people at your disposal at your within your grasp, within your sphere of influence to have a successful business in whatever you do. You're no longer 6 degrees of separation from somebody across the world. Baby, you're one click away. And once you understand that with that mindset abundance, woo, baby, get ready because yeah, absolutely. And so coasting isn't an option here. If you want to reach the top, baby, you're gonna have to take the stairs. I love what Mr. Ziglar said, that the elevator is out of order. You're gonna have to take the stairs. All right, let's wrap this up with the last 3 steps, right? So today, the last 3 steps, write down a goal for today and break it into 3 actionable steps, 3 baby steps, because that's what it's all about. And then dedicate 15 minutes, 5, to work on one of your steps. Set a timer. We all have those phones. Set a timer to avoid distractions. And then the 3rd step is I want you to celebrate a small win from yesterday or from today, tomorrow, and let it fuel your momentum today, guys. And so what is that one small action that you can take today to keep climbing towards your goals? This is where I want you to pause it. If you're watching this live, obviously you can't, but if you can come back to the recording and go back through it and do it as a workshop style program that can help you be more, do more, and have more, because we're still in 2024, baby. But if you will be willing to do these, go back on Monday. We did an awesome job on Monday. Tuesday was even better. Today is more practical, right? This is the how-tos, the methodology behind it all. And so tomorrow on Thriving Thankful Thursday, we're going to go back at it. We're going to get right back into the thick of things because, cool kids, I'm telling you, winning the day isn't about perfection. It's all about progress. So I want you to drop a medallion or drop a trophy down in the comment section because I have another gift that I want to share with you guys. I want to help you get ready to claim your small wins today. And if you're looking for support and you need some guidance to build that consistent momentum, hey, reach out. Right there at the bottom, funlifecoaching.com. Book your one-on-one session with me. We've removed the pricing structure, so it's at no cost. My gift to you, because we're looking for 4 more, right? We started with 6, we're down to 4, and we still have the group coaching. So we've got 1, we're down to 4 more spots for that one. So a total of about 8 people that we can put either in group coaching or one-on-one, and that way we can personalize and see if this is a good fit for you. Just because you got the money doesn't mean I'm going to allow you in. I've got to make sure it's a good fit. I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the transformation. I want to see you become the best possible version that you can become because there's other people waiting. They're just waiting for you to become the best possible version of yourself that's going to allow them and give them permission to do the exact same thing, guys. And so, hey, thank you for hanging out with me. Appreciate you. Love you. Hey, come back tomorrow on Thriving Thankful Thursday, where we're going to really, really dive into how it is to thrive in 25. All right, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Love you. Thank you. Adios, amigos.